What's going on, White Line Agents? Colin here, and I'm pretty sure you're tired of looking at my beautiful shirt. But we are doing this today because we're talking. You're going to get this in just a minute. Why I keep wearing the same clothes over and again? I'll get to it in a second. But today is day 21 of Let Me Read the Book for You series by Ma. But we're doing the Three Clients in 30 Days book by Krista Mashore. And today we are going to be talking about YouTube and long form content. We talked yesterday about the video basics and how to do social media and to keep everything short. But guys, sometimes long form content is very, very important. Now, why is long form content important? Well, it's because YouTube is the second largest search engine in the world, guys. It is a digital farm that people go to look for information. Nobody really researches stuff on TikTok. You might look up a current event or something like that, but if you want actual data, you're probably going to believe YouTube more than you will believe TikTok or Instagram or something like that. And it builds a searchable library for you that keeps working for years. I can tell you guys, I've been shooting long form videos for years. And it's weird how somebody will say, hey, I saw that video, or I'll get a call or an email or something from something I did years ago because they were looking for that answer. They found that answer because it's in a searchable format where they can get to it. And that's why these long form videos are important. Like, this is a perfect example. Like, we're talking about basically marketing basics and how do I get started and how do I do all that? Do you know how many realtors out in the world that are excited they got their license and they don't know where to begin? And I promise they're going to say, how do I get started in real estate? And I'm willing to bet in about a month or two, these videos will start popping up for people like that all over the world. So unlike Instagram and YouTube, long form content, I'm gonna get that right in a minute, sticks around. So you've got to keep that in mind. Something like you do on TikTok, you're gonna put it in, like a week later, it's pretty much gone. I mean, yes, they save it to your page, but it's not going to keep popping up on people's things. It's searchable. It's more trusted. It's tied into Google because YouTube's owned by Google, right? And Google's the biggest search engine, then YouTube. So this is where people come to learn, and you need to be there. Okay. Investors, buyers, sellers, they're going to come research you. They don't just scroll to find the best realtor in town. They may find a funny realtor, but it's like, funny, great, but do they have any substance? And they will go somewhere else to look for the substance. They will go to Google, they will research, and then they'll see your face. We talked about that yesterday. They'll see your face on these videos, and this is where you're going to show a lot more of your expertise, a lot more of the fact that you know what's going on, and they're going to be able to learn more from you versus those 1 to 3 minute snippets. Okay, this is how you build authority. Okay, and let's get something straight here. Long form content can mean a lot of things. Sometimes it is appropriate to have a 45-minute video. Guys, if y'all know me in person, then you know that I can talk about anything for hours. I try to keep these somewhere between 7 and 12 minutes because, again, that's about the maximum a researcher is going to really get into something unless they're just really onto it. And so you've got to come up with video ideas and things that will help you with these long form. And I'm going to talk about that at the end, like, how do I do these long form contents? And so let's talk first about how to structure a great YouTube video. First things first, get a hook. The first words out of your mouth need to be straight to the problem or question. At the beginning of every one of these videos, hi, I'm Colin. This is day such and such of Let Me Read the Book. This is the book we're reading, and here's what we're going to learn. That is my first 10 seconds of every video, okay? Once we get done with that, I explain what we're going to talk about today. I do a little bit of that. That's the second thing. And now we're into the content. This part right here is the content of my video. And so the first part is about a minute. The hook is about 10 seconds. Then you got about another 45, 50 seconds to explain what's going on. And then you start teaching. I see so many people that try to, ooh, surprise at the end. Don't do that crap. That is a waste of everybody's time. And if they get irritated with you in 2 minutes, they're gone. But if you say what you're going to learn at the end, even if you ramble through the middle of it, when you get to they'll stick around because they know what they're trying to wait for, and make sure you put it in there. Okay. So get a hook, explain what's going on, put in your content. And the last thing, guys, that you have to do is you have to have a call to action. Okay, and what is a call to action? I always think about Glenn Ross. There's a real famous scene in there. Go to YouTube, Google it, Glenn Ross with Alec Baldwin, and it's got some swear words, so don't watch around your kids. But he says this quote says, "Always be closing." ABC, always be closing. And a lot of people misunderstand what closing is, in my opinion. It's not about getting them to sign something. That's what he says in the clip. He's like, sign on the line that is dotted. That's not always necessary. Um, when you think about always be closing, is whenever you're done speaking to somebody, you need to close to the next thing. What is the next thing? When is our next meeting? I'm going to send you that email and I'll follow up on Thursday. Let's go ahead and sign the paperwork. Whatever it is, you need to finish it and give them, like, what is my next step in this whole thing? And so if you notice in this video series, if you've made it this far, every single one of these videos, I tell you what we're learning with my hook. I give you a brief little rundown, then I teach it. And at the end of every video, I say, this is what you're going to do today. It is a call to action. I am closing you on doing something else. And once you do that, they know what they can take the knowledge you just gave them and do something with it. Now, all of a sudden, not only is your content interesting, relevant, whatever it is, but it's empowering. And that's what you want to get when you're doing this. When people are searching you, they want to know that you know what you're talking about. They want to feel empowered. They want to go to the next thing. It may be even something just similar. If you have more questions about this, give me a call. That's a close. We're going to talk more about this next week. That's closing to it as well. But some sort of call to action. They need to do something. You need to close it with a call to action. Okay. So, and once you get these videos done, what is great about long form content is you can repurpose it. As I was joking earlier about this shirt, you can tell I've been sitting here for 3 days, but it's the same days over and over and over again, guys. And I take those and I splice them up. The goat at this is Logan Fulmer. Logan Fulmer will spend 3 days. If you don't know him, he works in our building. He's a great guy. He's been a friend of mine for a long time. But he will shoot videos for 2 or 3 days and then splice them up into little bitty pieces and use them for blog articles, LinkedIn, all his social media. And so you'll notice him, like, he'll drop these videos 1 week at a time and he's wearing the same clothes in the same place. And you're like, wait a minute. And then if you go to like his blog or something, you'll see the whole thing. That's how you drive people back to it, guys. That's what's really, really important about this. And I really need to say that consistency beats perfection every single time. You don't need to go spend $5,000 on lighting and camera and this and hire a videographer. Guys, like Logan does that now. Like he's got a whole room where he does blog posts and videos and podcasts or whatever he does. And that's what he does. But guys, that's not how he started. Just because he's successful and he does a great job with it, that's not how he started. He is successful and does a great job with it because he has practiced 87 million times, just like myself. And even right now, guys, I've got a little webcam and a light up here and I got my window open for the good lighting. That's all you need to worry about. You don't need to do this whole thing about doing all this because your consistency is what's going to beat perfection. Okay? Set a goal of something like 1 long form video a week. I'm doing 1 a day, and in 30 days, I'm going to have 30 videos that are going to be searchable on YouTube so people can find me and know that I'm an authority about what I'm talking about. And now we're going to close to your action steps. So here's what I want you to do, guys. I want you to write down the 5 most common questions your investors, sellers, buyers, whoever they are asking you. That is your content. Figure out the answer to that question and record a 7 to 12 minute video. Keep it simple. I said in the last video, do not script it out. Shame on you if you're scripting out. Put your outline. I'm looking at my outline right here. I got it up here. I'm looking at my outline and I talk to it because I know what I'm talking about. You could do it on your phone. You can get a little tripod, get a decent mic. I don't know if you notice I'm using my AirPods because I don't want to use the mic up there because it gets a little scratchy. Get a decent mic. I have really fancy mics, but I'm not too worried about that for this particular thing. And get these videos made. Post it. Go to ChatGPT and ask for optimized title, keywords, and all that stuff so people can find you when you're searching. Use your hashtags, all that, and then take that long form video and cut it up into some short ones and put it on your social media. It's that easy, guys. So that is day 21, our long form videos. And I'm going to stop now because the yard guys are here. They're making a lot of noise. And I don't like shooting videos and noise, if you remember from the last one. So, guys, that's it. Day 21. And I will about to get on a plane tomorrow. And I'm going to shoot this next one in a very cool location. So I will see you guys where I see you.